If you're a truth seeker, you need to hear this. Your subconscious is trying to speak. Welcome to the only podcast of its kind, hosted by the legendary David John Oates. Dive into the world of reverse speech, where we unveil the hidden messages in the words of politicians, celebrities, and even you. Every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. Pacific, join us as we decode the unconscious mind, revealing the truth behind the spoken word. With over 41 years of pioneering research, David John Oates takes you on a journey beyond the conscious realm. From shocking political confessions to the secret desires of the stars, no thought is too hidden. Discover what they're really thinking, and maybe what you're truly saying too. Tune in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. Visit www.reversespeech.com to learn more. Reverse speech. It's more than just words. It's a window into the truth.
Yes, indeed. It is a window into the truth. And I spent the last 41 years of my career studying this truth. Welcome to podcast number 33. A significant number. 3 is always, you know how you see numbers everywhere. Well, 3s have been my number. 3 sort of follow me all over the place. So the fact that this is podcast 33 is significant. So there you go. Right, I've got a couple of things lined up for you today. I'm sure most of you have caught up with Trump's address to Congress this week. It was this week, yes. When was it? Wednesday or something? Maybe Tuesday. Anyway, sometime this week. I've been reversing it, of course. I'm about 2/3 of the way through. So I haven't finished it yet because it's quite a long speech. It was 1 hour and 40 minutes. So, but I'm I'm 2/3 of the way through. So I'll play you what I got so far. And I haven't listened to them myself yet. So this will be a journey of discovery for you as well as me. When I'm finding my reversals, I'm really not thinking about what they mean. I'm really thinking about, are they there? You know, I'm going through the letters and the vowels and the syllables and saying, you know, is that reversal actually there? And so once I'm happy with it, I document it, I move on to the next one. And I really don't even think about what do they mean until afterwards I've done the whole long. So there you go. Someone wants to know, Bruce, good morning, Bruce, or afternoon, whatever it is. What's my software recommendation for backward speech? Well, of course, our software, Reverse Speech Pro. You can get it from my website at reversespeech.com. And good morning to James. Good evening to James, and good evening to Jeanette. Did I pronounce that correctly? Jeanette. I hope so. Yeah, it can be pronounced different ways. All right, let's get up my Trump reversals. Let's get started, shall we? Where are we? Trump in Congress. Trump Congress. Here we go. Okay, so reversal number 1. Let me just position all my things here so I can get to these easily and read the comments at the same time. Move that up there. Okay, let me just, once I share it, it'll be okay. Share screen, window. Right, there we go. Okay, now it's all shared. Okay, here we go. Now, look, I've had a couple of people mention 2 or 3 times they can't read the subtitles. Look, there's nothing I can do about that, unfortunately. That's built into the reverse speech software, and I really don't know how to change that. If you're having trouble reading it on the screen, you can see it at the top on the file name. The file name is Trump Congress. The date, 4th of March, that's when it was, 25. And A means this is reversal number A. And then that is what it says, Rome to be the scam. So let's play it forwards. First off, here we go.
What makes it even more impressive is that, do you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that?
Okay, so backwards, Rome to be this scam.
Rome to be the scam. Rome to be the scam. Rome to be the scam.
Oh yeah, well that reversal's there. Rome is a metaphor. It's a world, an empire, a kingdom. In this case, Rome would, I presume, would be reference to the United States. What he means by scam, I'm not 100% sure yet. Yeah, the audio on this is really faint. Someone asked for more volume, and trouble is, if I do that, the noise level goes way up. I've got a recurring problem with my sound card here, unfortunately. Let me make sure that noise isn't too high. Let's play this reversal again.
And what makes it even more impressive is that you know who number 2 is? George Washington. How about that? Rome.
And Rome to be this scam.
Rome to be the scam. Rome to be the scam. Rome to be the scam.
Yeah, well, there it is. Okay. All right, I'll just mute the volume in between examples so you're not getting the noise. I've been having a lot of computer troubles the last week or two. Everything's been going wrong. Audio cards have gone out and sound's gone out. And now my docking station went out yesterday. So I don't know. There's some weird energy I'm putting out. All right, so here's the next one. Here we go.
They heard my words and they chose not to come. Much easier that way.
Okay, now this one is crazy scum market, and you can see that word. I'm not going to say it. Okay, you can hear my mouse is over it. Look at that, crazy scum markets, and the 4-letter word starting with C. Oh, that's 5 letters. Oh yeah, starting with C. Okay, so here's the forwards.
Crazy scum market nuns. Crazy scum market nuns. Crazy scum market nuns.
Yeah, the lips match too. So, yeah, there you go. Not too sure what he would mean by that. So let's listen to the forwards again and see if we can get a clue.
They heard my words and they chose not to come. Much easier that way. Very,
Oh, I wish I had a bit more of a context on that.
crazy scum market nuns. Crazy scum market nuns. Crazy scum market nuns.
Yes, we're going to have to do something about that noise in the background. That's a bad sound card. Thanks to Gunga, who says he loves my work. Thank you very much. Good. Incidentally, we had 2,300 views last week on our podcast. That's the most I've ever had. So that was really great. So it's working, folks. So share, like, share, subscribe, share, like, subscribe. Keep on doing it. Let's get this podcast out there more, and more people can hear about reverse speech. Okay, next reversal. Here we go.
So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America?
Now backwards, see, they'll bless the sun.
I see their blessing the sun. I see their blessing the sun. I see their blessing the sun.
I see they'll bless the sun. Let's do that again.
I see their blessing the sun. I see their blessing the sun. I see their blessing the sun.
Look, documenting sun in reverse speech is always difficult, whether it's S-O-N or S-U-N. I'm going for S-O-N because I know some reversals that are coming up. It's actually quite a nice reversal. See, they'll bless the sun. He's talking about the Democrats, I believe. Let's run the forwards again.
So Democrats sitting before me, for just this one night, why not join us in celebrating so many incredible wins for America?
See, they'll bless the sun.
I see their blessing the sun.
I see their voice in the sun. I see their voice in the sun.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. All right. Next one on Trump. Here we go on this.
And I have stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back.
And that viciousness.
Viciousness.
Viciousness. Viciousness.
That viciousness. Talking about free speech. Hang on, let's just play this again.
And I have stopped all government censorship and brought back free speech in America. It's back.
Oh, yes, I remember this. This reversal occurred when he said government censorship. That's what the viciousness is referring to. So here's the reversal again.
Viciousness.
Viciousness. Viciousness.
Okay, all right. All right, then we've got the next reversal coming up, if it's going to open. Why is that not opening? Huh, why is that not opening? Try the next one. Well, that's crazy. Why is this not opening?
Very high.
Okay, it's going slow for some reason. All right, here we go.
3 years ago, Peyton McNabb was an all-star high school athlete, one of the best, preparing for a future in college sports. But when her girls' volleyball match was invaded by a male, he smashed the ball so hard in Peyton's face, causing traumatic brain injury.
You're a horse.
You're a horse.
You're a horse. You're a horse.
Well, he's talking about a transgender person throwing a ball into a female's face. You're a horse. Well, of course, is a metaphor, but this doesn't sound like a metaphor in this case. It sounds like a straight insult. Basically, is how I'm interpreting it. All right, let's try the next one here, and here we go with the next one.
Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families.
Feel you the demon.
Feel the demon.
Wow.
Feel it, demon. Feel it, demon.
Wow. Yeah, let's get the thoughts again on that. Here we go.
Among my very highest priorities is to rescue our economy and get dramatic and immediate relief to working families.
And feel you the demon.
Feel the demon.
Feel it, demon. Feel it, demon.
Wow. You know, look, it always never ceases to amaze me how reverse speech is full of spiritual references. It's always been there. It's what got reverse speech its bad name back in the 70s and 80s as those satanic messages in rock and roll. But it's throughout speech as well. References to demons, Satan, Lucifer, God, Jesus, the Son of God. So, yeah. So there you go. A bit of a mystery. We'll talk about it in the previous in a future show about some of the spiritual stuff. I might get a whole bunch of them all together for one show and just play you a whole bunch of them, and maybe we can unravel this mystery together. So, my vacation's coming up soon, by the way. For those of you who don't know, I'm off on vacation in 2 weeks, camping trip halfway around Australia, actually. I'll still be doing my podcasts every week, so they won't stop, except my background won't be my office, of course. It'll be the back of a tent, camper trailer, big tent, campus thing. So I've been preparing for this trip for 2 or 3 years, so I'm really looking forward to heading out. I'm counting down the days, actually, before I leave. It's a 10,000 kilometre trip altogether, all the way up the west coast of Australia, across the top end, up to Darwin, then back down the centre, back to Adelaide. So there you go. So you'll be with me the whole way. If you follow me on my Facebook page, I'll be posting photos and videos of our journey as we travel, so you can follow me on our way. All right, next reversal. Let's open this one up. Oh, whoop. Right, here we go.
This is out of control, and we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration. Do a good job.
I don't know what he's talking about. Let's go back to the beginning again.
The egg price is out of control.
Oh, the egg prices are out of control.
The egg price is out of control, and we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration. Do a good job.
He's talking to the secretary, and backwards he says, "The sheriff, send him the savior."
The sheriff's in the savior.
The sheriff's in the savior. The sheriff's in the savior.
The sheriff, send him the savior. I'll do it again. So the sheriff is the secretary, because he's talking to the secretary.
The egg price is out of control, and we're working hard to get it back down. Secretary, do a good job on that. You inherited a total mess from the previous administration. Do a good job.
The sheriff, send him the savior.
The sheriff's in the savior.
The sheriff's in the savior. The sheriff's in the savior.
Okay, someone asked me if I was a man who accused Art Bell of bad behaviour. Well, look, there was a few of us who did. I was one of them. There was I've covered this story on this show before. Art Bell sued me. I sued him. We settled out of court with no funds changing hand, and he apologising to me on the air, and me apologising to him, and that's what happened. It was a nasty lawsuit that went on for several months, and neither of us were backing down until we all ran out of money, which is how many lawsuits end, unfortunately. All right, so here is the next one on Trump. Here we go.
$47 million for improving learning outcomes in Asia. Asia's doing very well with learning. You know what we're doing. We'd use it ourselves. What?
Fourth Odyssey.
Strategy.
Why, strategy? Why, strategy?
Look, I really apologise for that noise in the background, folks. I'll be getting a new sound card this week to fix that problem. Okay, next one. Here we go.
Many more have been found out and exposed and swiftly terminated by a group of very intelligent, mostly young people, headed up by Elon, and we appreciate it. We found hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud.
Not knife you. Do they shoot me when I leak? What does that mean? Knife you. Do they shoot me when I leak?
Knife you. Do they shoot me when I leak?
Knife you. Do they shoot me when I leak? Knife you. Do they shoot me when I leak?
Okay. All right. Yes. When I leak information, when I tell what's going on, they stab me. They shoot me. Well, they literally, with Trump, they did literally shoot him. So there we go. Okay. All right. So next reversal along. Here we go.
And in the near future, I want to do what has not been done in 24 years. Balance the federal budget. We're going to
Backwards, a bold effort.
upward effort.
Upward effort. Upward effort.
Yeah, it would be a bold effort to balance the federal budget. Here, let's play this again.
And in the near future, I want to do what has not been done in 24 years. balance the federal budget. We're going to
A bold effort.
double effort.
Double effort. Double effort.
A bold effort, yes, indeed. Well, look, these reversals are sort of shaping up okay. They're a bit sort of blasé, really. They're not sort of good or bad. They're basically congruent, at least as far as I can tell. So, yeah, I don't know, but they're not sort of, don't really have much of a punch behind them, you know what I mean? So, okay, all right, let's play the next one. Oops. And the wave of a peaceful warrior from Ecuador reminds us, please don't forget to push the like button. That's very nice of you. Yes, indeed. Please don't forget to push the like button. All right, here we go with the next one.
And by the way, we're going to have growth in the auto industry like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over the place. Deals are being made. Never seen. That's a combination of the election win and tariffs. It's a beautiful word, isn't it?
Share the markets on this event. Oh yeah, well that's a nice congruent
Tariffs.
reversal.
It's a beautiful word, isn't it? Share the markets on this event.
Share the markets on this event. Share the markets on this event.
Yeah, well that's a nice congruent clear reversal. Here's the forwards again.
And by the way, we're going to have growth in the auto industry like nobody's ever seen. Plants are opening up all over the place. Deals are being made. Never seen. That's a combination of the election win and tariffs. It's a beautiful word, isn't it?
Share the market from this event.
Share the markets on this event.
Share the markets on this event. Share the markets on this event.
Yeah, nice congruent reversal. It's going to affect the markets in a positive way. Is the feeling I get from it on this event. He's going to go ahead and do it. He's been quite serious. Yeah, so once again, it's essentially another congruent reversal. All right, here's the next one.
They are, in effect, receiving subsidies of hundreds of billions of dollars. We pay subsidies to Canada.
But you'd see this fuss.
You see this fuss.
You see this first. You see this first.
Do we have someone from Melbourne, Australia? Yay, yay. Always like to see an Australian in here. Hellborn. I guess that's a take on Melbourne, Australia. I'm from Adelaide, for those of you who don't know. In my lovely house in the southern suburbs of Adelaide, I am. Just another house amongst suburbia with a 7-foot-high fence around my whole house, for reasons I can tell you. All right, here we go.
They are, in effect, receiving subsidies of hundreds of billions of dollars. We pay subsidies to Canada.
You'd see this fuss.
You see this fuss.
You see this first. You see this first.
Yeah, okay. Well, there is fuss in Canada. I hope everything Trump's been threatening. But you know, I saw on the news this morning, Alberta having discussions with America now about becoming a 51st state. That was what I saw. I don't know whether that's fake news or not, but I'm going, oh yeah, really? Alberta wants to secede. It seems a bit strange. Anyway, so here we go.
Thanks to our America First policies we're putting into place, we have had $1.7 trillion of new investment in America in just the past few weeks. The combination of the election
And this one says they share the markets.
this year in the market.
This year in the market. This year in the market.
Look, I don't follow the stock market, so I not really an expert to comment on all of this. But I don't know, have the market shifted with the Trump policies? I'm asking a question because I honestly don't know. I know absolutely nothing about the stock market at all. All right, so let's. But I presume that's what he's talking about. Here, let's just run it again. Here's the forwards.
Thanks to our America First policies we're putting into place, we have had $1.7 trillion of new investment in America in just the past few weeks. The combination of the election and
They share the market.
share in the market.
This year in the market. This year in the market.
Wow, there we go. All right, so here is the next one. Let's just go back to the beginning here. Here's the forwards.
Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer. Give us all a whistle.
Give us all a whistle.
Give us all a whistle.
Give us all a whistle. Give us all a whistle.
Okay, well, a whistle's not a metaphor I'm familiar with. I don't think I've ever heard it before. That's I don't know what it would mean in context. Let's just once again look. These are really sort of benign reversals. They're really neither good or bad. They don't have much punch behind them, but they're congruent. I mean, you know, they're not incongruent reversals. There's no Satan or anything in them. And they're essentially congruent with what is saying forwards. But there's no punch, oomph behind them, if you know what I mean.
Our new trade policy will also be great for the American farmer. I love the farmer.
Give us all a whistle.
Give us all a whistle.
Give us all a whistle. Give us all a whistle.
I don't know. Does he want to be praised for helping the American farmer? Oh, now this reversal is very poignant. This one, he's talking about the what's the word I'm trying to use? Exploitation of children online.
Great job. To criminalize the publication of such images online is terrible, terrible thing. And once it passes the House, I look forward to signing that bill into law. Thank you.
Boy begging us.
Boy, begging us.
Boy, begging us.
Yeah.
Boy, begging us.
Yeah, well, that's a very poignant reversal. He's talking about banning of these sexual images of children online. Boy begging us, yeah. The children are begging this for that to happen. Yeah, well, that's a congruent reversal. Here it is. I'll play it again.
Great job. To criminalize the publication of such images online is terrible, terrible thing. And once it passes the House, I look forward to signing that bill into law. Thank you.
Boy begging us.
Boy begging us.
Boy, begging us. Boy, begging us.
Yeah, well, that just makes total sense. Absolutely. All right, here we have another one here. Next one along.
Lakin was stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was arrested while trespassing across Biden's open southern border.
Yeah, he's talking about Lake and Riley. Soon they kill.
Soon to kill.
Wow.
Soon to kill. Soon to kill.
Well, that's not good. That's predicting another murder by an illegal immigrant, is what that's predicting. Because you're talking about Lake and Riley. Let's just play that again. Here's the forwards.
Lakin was stolen from us by a savage illegal alien gang member who was arrested while trespassing across Biden's open southern border.
And soon they kill.
Kill.
Soon to kill. Soon to kill.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's all there. Wow. Okay. All right, let's move on to the next one.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
Then there's no fun at High Demon. What does he mean by that? Then there's no fun at High Demon.
And isn't there fun?
Wow.
And isn't there fun? Isn't there fun? I him.
What on earth does he mean by that? Here, let's play the chords again.
The media and our friends in the Democrat Party kept saying we needed new legislation. We must have legislation to secure the border. But it turned out that all we really needed was a new president.
And there's no fun at High Demon.
And isn't there fun? I him.
Isn't there fun? I him.
Reversal's there.
Isn't there fun? I him.
Yeah, well, the reversal's certainly there, no doubt about that. There's no fun at High Demon. Gee, I don't know. Demons aren't having fun anymore because you got a new president. I don't know. I'm guessing. I'm guessing. Yeah, well, someone just said something. I agree. Democrats have no fun in their demonic ways. Yeah, I would agree with that statement. Here's Trump. I think you're talking about Biden forwards.
Joe Biden didn't just open our borders, he flew illegal aliens over them.
He's an old man of poor Satan.
He said, old man of position.
He said, old man of position. He said, old man of position.
Yeah, well, that one's certainly there. He's describing Joe Biden. Okay, he's an old man of poor Satan.
Joe Biden didn't just open our borders, he flew illegal aliens over them. He said, old man of position.
He said, old man of position. He said, old man of position.
There we go. All right, now I've got a controversial reversal for you, okay? It's controversial because we had a little bit of disagreement between me and my mentor students over the first word. And I posted on my Facebook page, and someone else had a disagreement over the first word. So I can hear it. I think it's there. I'm hearing Christ leading me. So you listen for yourself and decide whether you think that's what it says. This is the last reversal, by the way, on Trump. I've still got another third to go, which I'll bring to you next week. Okay, so here we go. This is a controversial reversal.
The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control.
Now I'm hearing Christ leading me.
Christ leading me.
Christ leading me. Christ leading me.
See, that seems clear to me, but some people aren't hearing it. So let's play it again. Here's the forwards.
The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control.
Right? Christ leading me.
Christ leading me.
Christ leading me. Christ leading me.
Yeah, see, that sounds clear to me. And I see someone else, Ivan, says it's clear. Jeanette says it's clear. Okay, all right. Well, anyway, look, I had to present it the way we found it, okay? There was doubt over it, you know. Look, you'll always, for those who follow me closely, you'll know I'm pretty much a straight shooter. I call things as I see them. And if there's an error, if there's a mistake, there's a mistake. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. We learn from it and move on, you know. So, but I was pretty with Christ leading me. It ties up with another reversal on Trump that I've often played, which I'll play it again. Where is that one? Yeah, here we go. Okay, this is one I've often played, and Christ leading me ties in directly with this one here. So here we go.
I made a nice speech, one big crowd. I said, and it's all over town. Look at all that press. Look at all of it.
Serve that Lord of the Light.
Serve that Lord of the Light.
Serve that Lord of the Light. Serve that Lord of the Light.
Yeah, there we go. Serve that Lord of the Light. Oh, yeah, someone... Yeah, I know. You see this. Someone's comment about the subtitles. Look, I was going to do a show about that. Play this reversal without subtitles. I haven't done that yet. Yeah, I will do that. Okay. All right, let's play this one again. Serve that Lord of the Light. Oops, here we go.
I made a nice speech, one big crowd. I said, and it's all over town. Look at all that press. Look at all of it.
Serve that Lord of the Light.
Serve that Lord of the Light.
Serve that Lord of the Light. Serve that Lord of the Light.
Now, when I found that reversal, some people said the Lord of the Light is Satan, which I just don't agree with at all. Based on my research, every reference to the light has been God. Some people quote Bible saying, well, Satan can appear as an angel of light, or he can masquerade as an angel of light. He can pretend to be an angel of light, but he's not the angel of the light. But I think this reversal on Trump, Christ leading me, really answers that question about is the Lord of the Light God or is the Lord of the Light Satan? So here's that reversal again, Christ leading me.
The territory to the immediate south of our border is now dominated entirely by criminal cartels that murder, rape, torture, and exercise total control.
Christ leading me.
Christ leading me.
Christ leading me. Christ leading me.
And there you go. Okay, well, that's the reversal I got on Trump so far on his address to Congress. Yeah, they're mostly benign. There's certainly nothing incongruent there. Basically, it's fairly typical Trump, really. What he says is what he means. No hidden agenda. A lot of congruent reversals. So there you go. That's what I found. And if Christ is indeed leading him, which that reversal would seem to suggest, then he better do a good job, shouldn't he? There we go. Okay, let us have a look. We're going to go to a metawalk. That's what we're going to do. Okay, let me give you a bit of background on this. I have a client who does work with me every week, and the purpose of the work is to get reversals about the world's political situation, with the idea of predicting what to come. We had some pretty good success about a year ago. The reversals have been a little bit ho hum lately, but we did a session last week, which I did reversals on this week, that were clearly about Ukraine and bringing peace in Ukraine. So much so that I thought we could do a metawalk about it using the reversals. So this is a metawalk based on the reversals of my client's tape. And I don't think it's about Ukraine. I think it's about the world in general. And the purpose of the images is to confront the evil and bring in the light of God. So if no one's participated in one of my metawalks before, let me tell you what we're about to embark upon. Look, it's a form of hypnosis, but it's my own unique form that I've developed myself specifically for the purpose of working with reverse speech metaphors. At the deepest level of consciousness, the unconscious mind thinks in pictures and images or metaphor. And when the unconscious is speaking, it speaks in very much a metaphorical or cryptic language. And my approach is to talk to the unconscious in its own language, which is metaphor and archetype. Now, I also believe that when you're working with the unconscious, you can tap into what's called the collective unconscious, which is a universal field that surrounds the whole planet. And that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be going into a hypnotic journey. Oh, hang on, let me close this out so you can see me. Okay, we're going to be going into a hypnotic journey into the deepest region of the unconscious, and we're going to be tapping into the collective unconscious itself. I'm going to want you to get in a nice, relaxed position. Some of you might like to lie down, or at least to sit up in a comfortable chair. Okay, and we're going to start this metal walk very soon, in just 5 or 10, 15 seconds or so from now. So get settled. Okay, I'll give you a little bit of time to get settled in, and then we're going to start off with some basic instructions for relaxation. And then when we start the journey itself, I'll be asking for you to see various pictures and images. And these pictures are going to directly access the structures of the unconscious and the collective unconscious itself. And to begin this journey today, I just want you to close your eyes and just begin by taking a couple of nice deep breaths in and slowly letting them out. And with each breath in, I want you to imagine you're breathing in new life, new energy. And with each breath out, you're breathing out the old. So we're starting a cycle of breathing here of new life in, followed by old life out. New life in, followed by old life out. And with each breath that you take, each sound that I make, the conscious mind will gradually begin to slow down, function by function, step by step, whilst the unconscious mind now begins to rise to the surface. Each breath, each sound, allowing the process of relaxation to gradually begin. Good. And I'm going to give you an image now for you to picture in your mind that will allow us to make the transition between the conscious and the deep unconscious. And I'm choosing this image very specifically because the image I am choosing is an image that will allow you to connect to the collective unconscious itself. And what I want you to do is to imagine that you can see a whirlwind spinning in space. This is like a tornado, except spinning around and around and around and around. And as it spins, so too does its energy reach out beyond just your vision and connect with the whirlwind that everyone else in this journey is seeing. And this allows our joint group energy to affect the collective unconscious mind itself. Now, as you watch this whirlwind spinning, I'm going to count backwards from 5 down to 1. And as I count, I'd like you to imagine the whirlwind beginning to slow down. And as the whirlwind slows, so too do the structures of the conscious mind slow. And this allows the world of the deep unconscious to rise completely to the surface. You now, the count of 5, see the whirlwind spinning. We count down to 4, the whirlwind spins slower and slower. As your body completely and utterly relaxes now, the conscious mind begins to slow right down. As on the count of 3, the whirlwind spins even slower still. Unconscious mind rising completely to the surface now. Count down to 2. And finally, 1. Perfectly calm, perfectly relaxed. The unconscious mind now preparing to shift and alter in accordance with the images I'm now about to give. Good. And to begin this journey today, I want you to imagine you're walking through a desert. And you can feel the rays of the sun shining down on you from the sky above. They're hot. It's as it approaches noon. And as you walk through the desert, the verse will say that you can see the ravages of war scattered all over the ground. There's dead soldiers, burnt out equipment, blood-stained sands, and just the remnants of a mighty battle that has been raging, taking many lives and causing great damage. Now, according to the reversals, walking through this ravaged, burned out land is a metaphor that was called El, spelled E-L, which is another name for God in reverse. And so as God walks through the ravaged, burnt out land, he holds out his hand for you to come and join him. As the deep unconscious shifts and alters now, accessing the divine self that resides within. You walk through the ruins and join God as he too walks through the ruins. Now, a little way ahead, you can see the image of the devil. And according to reversal, the devil is causing more war, stirring up soldiers to start fighting again, causing soldiers to die, destroying buildings, ruining livelihoods. And as you see the devil creating more war, I want you to imagine that the whirlwind you saw at the beginning of this journey today now surrounds your physical body. And as it surrounds your physical body, you imagine the whirlwind stretching out and surrounding the devil as the deep unconscious shifts and alters now. And with your whirlwind surrounding the devil, God hands you a sword. You hold the sword high in the air. The rays of the hot sun hit the tip of the sword and energize it with power and force. You then reach out and touch the devil with the sword as the deep unconscious shifts and alters now. And as you touch the devil with the sword, he dissolves into dust, overcome by the power and energy of the light. And now the reversals say that beyond the ravaged land, you can see trees growing. You walk over to those trees, and there are owls in the trees. And the reversals call for the metaphor known as the One, which is the Holy Spirit or divine Spirit of God, to fill the owls in the trees. And reverse speech, the owls is our intellectual thoughts, our reasoning, our understandings. And by calling on the Spirit of God to fill the owls, we are instilling into our leaders the ability to create peace in this situation. And once you're married, you can actually see the living spirit of God enter the owls in the trees. And then the owls transform before your very eyes into doves, singing songs of peace. As the unconscious mind shifts and alters now. And as the doves sing songs of peace, blue light envelops the land. It transforms the ravages of war into a paradise of green fields and ponds and birds and trees. And standing in the middle of this paradise is a white she-wolf who stands there protecting the peace that has now been created. As the white she-wolf throws back her head and howls, her howl echoes across the land, transferring the energy of this meta-war to our leaders, politicians, peacemakers, and the war makers, so that they too can feel the touch of peace as the deep unconscious shifts and alters now. Excellent. And this is the end of this journey. And I can count from 1 to 5 and bring you back a better trance. And you'll come back to the room wide awake, fully refreshed, and the unconscious will process all these images over the next few days and weeks. So on the count of 1, just have the images slowly begin to fade. As 2, the unconscious mind recedes back to where it was. And 3, breathing your heart rate gradually begin to return to normal. As 4, conscious mind reawakens. And 5, you can open your eyes and come back to the room wide awake and fully refreshed. And there you go. How was that, everyone? That was a meta walk. I think I haven't done one for a while. When did I do my last meta walk? Gee, it was several weeks back, wasn't it? I've only done a couple of them so far. So, yeah. Okay. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm off to the United States in August. I'm wanting to have a big workshop in Dallas, Texas. Now, we're also talking about the East Coast and Atlanta. They haven't been squared away yet. I will be giving a lecture in Ashland, Oregon. That's definite. But look, if any of you want to come to a workshop, a 3-day workshop in Dallas, if you go to my website at reversespeech.com and scroll down to the blog, there's an area there where you can sign up for the workshop. It's $550 United States dollars for the 3 days, which I don't think is too bad. So I if you want to meet me and hear these reversals live, there's nothing quite like quite nothing like being live, and you get to meet me. So there you go. Okay, well, look, that's all I got for you today. So I reckon we'll say goodbye to everyone, and thank you so much for joining me again. Don't forget to share, like, subscribe. Let's get this meta walk that I gave today out there, and the reversals on Trump out there. And we'll see you all next week. I'll finish off next week. I'll finish off the Congress address, and we might look at Janis Joplin. We had a few requests for her, so that's next on my list. Janis Joplin. Okay, bye all. See you later. Catch you next week.